Jamal online. So, hello guys. Another drunk just short video. Me allow kate Jawla. Concerning about membeta kan na banko kan sign thing. There are a lot of issues membeta kan na banko kan me along ko. Adam Barrow anala mansa kunda just testing the fate of the Gambians. And the meta nyum folen. Nko. Adam Barrow anala mansa kunda at the beginning they are scared to do some certain things because of Gambiano la behavior and infon la Kenya wala atin silata wala. But nina taju baby membeta kan na banko ka these people they don't care. Adam Barrow na la kafumulu they don't care. Gambia Police Intervention Unit PIUs they don't care because muneketa nkanyem fole CD Toure IGP in a serious country CD Toure will never be a IGP of the police commissioner. Yes, sin being a control. But coming Gambia mu Gambia titro koku diata na nyaton kole kawolek and we are fine with it. Because President Barrow follow CD Toure President Barrow bare musola ka futu CD Toure. We all know that. And there is a conflict of interest here. Mome aloka bare musola be futu re bakile fakile yake IGP. Obviously war is not going to side with the the taxpayers. Me yake jabe side la wole fe follow me yake position wonyinto abol la bis feel full fulanjang abitane mu President Barrow. That alone shows that CD Toure is not qualified to be an IGP. But Gambia, anything beke banko nkanyina fale. Adam Barrow is relying on our divisions. Because there are some frictions many alonko. It a concentration about this whole issue about Jammeh asset or whatsoever is on UDP. And this is beyond United Democratic Party or any political affiliation. Because it should be populist. Because nobody is better than the Gambians, taxpayers. So, and no one should have impunity or immunity. Ka Gambia diun la punam. Because this is not about Yaya Jammeh. Because there are some knuckle heads, many alonko, ela brain is so, they are mad people. The people like Bas Sonko. Because if I'm where you, those people will not even talk about Jammeh's look. Because Yaya Jammeh is a thief. Yaya Jammeh bena fente Yaya Jammeh bul. Look at, let the APRC supporters understand that people are saying the Yaya Jammeh assets. That does not mean ko Yaya Jammeh the taming assets. No, these assets are belong to the Gambians. Yaya Jammeh benala president yala he have nothing, absolutely nothing. We all know that. Yaya Jammeh, if Yaya Jammeh alone can have over 260 something properties, where did he get those properties? Obviously from the Gambian taxpayers' money. But niaje mulka fuko Yaya Jammeh la assets lebunyilti because to identify coming to kanita ni mola ni nikodro masa kundala asset many people will not know it. But Yaya Jammeh phenomenon sunya Gambia diuni bulu. We spend a lot of millions. Gambia taxpayers sold la kodole dunta jane commission kula. Me yalo a lot of millions. That million could have spent. We could have spent that millions on taxpayers' money, on our hospitals. We could have spent this million to construct the hospitals or schools, or we use it in fact to buy the medical equipment for our hospitals. But no, taxpayers sold millions spent on Jane Commission called to look into the financial dealing and mismanagement of Yaya Jammeh Mansakunda. What on new fion tata recovered after spending millions of taxpayers' money to find out those properties, I think that properties are belong to the Gambians. Gambian will la fiona munyet. And then the concern, I don't know what is wrong with the Gambians. Most of the Gambians are into this. They want to know whether UDP is involved or UDP leaders are involved or not. But that is not our concern. Whether UDP leaders are involved there or not, our concern is who are the, how much those assets were sold. Gambia do nyanta wole lonna. And that should be our demand. How much they sold those properties. And where did that money went? That should be our concern. But Yajamela properties, these properties are not Yajame's property. Yajame is a thief. Is a big thief for that matter. It is like a poor country like Gambia. Now, President Sultan is richer than the nation, is richer than the country itself. That's a shame. And if I'm a APRC supporter, I will bury my head under the sand rather than coming out and trying to defend Yajambe. When you know that a one person Yajambe Benada, and I don't think there is nobody mad to go to our village because Yajambe si unnemalon tell the Sate Okono. Yajambe Nenmalo, Ayalon the Sato Bedam, but I didn't. But he still a la financial list a la property list na Sato to Funtita Jele, Mayalo Koyajambe land so again. How did he got that land? Nobody from our village who can tell you how did Yajame got that land. But our village name is on the list. So a president Mayalo Koybena Siembo to Korda Kilum for table. Ibama Beluasola. Within 22 good years, you are able to buy more than 260 something properties. And then Ilamutol Dambantata over 300. You know, Gambians sometimes we are, I don't know, until Gambian will tell mu Adamadisi Falet. Sorry to say this. And we have the people who are trying to defend Yaya Jammeh. Yaya Jammeh Bankola Fiansunya. Molika fundi kweka Yaya Jammeh la property so le defend based on what? Because Yaya Jammeh is a thief. Ni soon bela sunke ba mu Yaya Jammeh leti. How many $million Yaya Jammeh talking about? How did this canny life farm Meyalokoe Mola from register under? How did he got those things? How did he got those properties, those lands, vehicles from the state money, from the state resources? So many local be Yaya Jammeh fasa kan katel ka Yaya Jammeh la fole protect. You are mad people. You should be ashamed of yourself. Because you yourself, you were robbed by Yaya Jammeh. Yaya Jammeh is from robbed. And then President Barrow nala sorandi mulunata. Yalong Gambians, niaje kunyim baby happen kana bankoka because we are so divided. Let's see what is going on today. This youth sold many aloko ye arrest. If you go to our forum, how we are advocating, forum will be firing, KL be fenkelaji. But Niko alingata into the action, you don't see anybody. Niaje kuna police ka hanisa ka kuol kemola. Deliberately, they don't even care whether media is present or not. Because they have this belief that nothing will come out of it. Because muneketa, we are divided. Yen divided based on political line, based on tribal line. And don't be surprised when the people come out and accuse these people for, associating with the UDP. Yes, Meta Jame, nge kondo. Lamjam. Molbe funtila nanne, kana kanyinko associated an UDP la. You see the Gambian mentality. Ila na afulo, iba mala na afulo, ifa mala na afulo, mo kilun kawo kafunyo makata kakala ni diat. Instead, Mbe Funtinyola, Gambiano Bena together to fight this system. And these are the one of the reasons why the President Barrow and his surrounding they encourage President Barrow to to let you rule the Gambia with the 1997 Constitution because of the one of the reasons is this public order. This public order, and this new tactic from the Gambian police forces. They are going to charge these people with bogus charge. And after that, nothing will come. They will just frustrate them. Taking them to the prison or at the end, just to frustrate them And these are all the intimidation tactics. They are just trying to intimidate the Gambians. Ebe mune kila ka police will use, kate arrest, altaki tola bi, sama, sininding, e kata asila official kono ka jele. This is how they are ruling our country. Alinyabo police will form la ni city la official kono ka tarnyine foka ebe jele la. Because ntol banku diuni, ntel youth soul, this will not even be a political matters. This will not even be we should not even see this as a political thing. Because this is robbery against the state. Disrespect ko mantambi nyina. What is difficult? Pour yel listo ni tande mo la, hey look, alla banko la resources, nga nyine sotoje, nyine mu listoti, nyine mu molti, meni fana ya sang jolle la, ninga kodo nyi use min tole. We are not even asking about that. We are just asking the list of the Yajambe's assets buyers. But where is the money? Nobody is asking about that. And that should be our concern. After selling those properties, the stolen properties many aloko Yajambele Isunya from the Gambian taxpayers. Alio kafunyoma, al nata wo kodonyinta al kali ala fioni sanne, but ale kodonyin dunde mintole. That should be our question. And then the sad thing about this, most of the Adam Barrow is so comfortable. Adam Barrow and his NPP, they have no money. Gambians should have asked we should ask ourselves. NPP ebuka for resinke. NPP buka for resinke. NPP buka nene mamu organizing like pour patila eventually. Nene al sifara di ni umaleba. Al tamu ela ko NPP tata for resin la. Al tamu ela ko NPP for resin soleke. Eka kodo boni mentol. How are they able to pay their constitution, the consequence chairmans, regional chairmans, the salary loan where those money is coming from? Wokodol bebo kamin tole. Because muneketa na mansa kunda la property sold. This asset like this Jambe stolen properties. Asset on jama bege jomal leasa. Most of the name ngamenje are all part of today in NPP political parties. So these are the people, many alonko, businessmen, many alonko, they are collaborating with the President Adam Barrow to steal from the Gambian taxpayers. We all know that, but we are okay with it. Mansakunda men seriously. Yem ministry, yes, Mr. Conde. Mansakunda seriously. Yem ministry of trade lesson. More after investment, they should go to that ministry. But most of these investors, so-called investors, the businessmen, they all have a connection to the State House. And most of these such assets, they were sold to the close associate to the NPP. Because men to fund the suku singa. And you know what these people even do? They give land to these people to compensate them for joining with NPP. These are the people, many aloko today, they are the finance, they are the sponsors of the NPP as a political party. We should ask about ourselves. How did NPP, who is not even 7 years old, how do they able to build all those political bureaus? Expensive political bureaus. How do they able to buy each vehicle for 2.something million NPP lawo motol? Who bought those people for the party? We are seem like, you know, Gambians nyanta concern la menabuka concern wala. Because according to NPP buka for racing. Hanata ka for racing like nila mol bebe tubab dujan. But you know mune bekeri NPP la nying financial men be NPP la activity sol bekeke. Niaje mol kana NPP du rekade ko ye podi ye motol sange motol membe ta over 100-200,000. Dol beje adumandi ufan kake 500,000 ni be motol sanne. Where are they getting that money? It's not from the NPP coffers. NPP don't have money. But why are they spending money on NPP? And who are these people? That should be our concern. Because be Gambia business obe membe bulu, nyem business man ol lemuk, ñu bring aja oil ñul ba amad jawul whatsoever. All this alpha capital ñul. Mo membe to bota suku singata ñul meye how many hectares le dila. All these are the executive members of the NPP. But Gambians, because of our political difference, the political psychopathy, we seem to ignore those people. We seem to ignore this situation. The issues many alonko, that should be our concern. As a ruling party, ite buka for racing ke. Party kuto me yalo kana da semboto sign. Party o men na da semboto. I'm symbol function because of a coalition form with the different political parties. If that political party within 6 years or they're able to buy more than 20 vehicles and each vehicle costed more than $1 million and no one raised that concern. Aside that, in a political bureau, how are they able to build those political bureaus in every region? Woman can mole problem. Where are they getting this morning? Kodo me yalonko, they are paying NPP la regional kiamano ni la constituency kiamano ikebejo. Where is that money coming from? Obviously, it's from the close associate, the mafias. Many yalonko, they enriching themselves with the state money because they have a close contact with President Barrow and his political parties. We see the companies, many aloko, they are charity organizations, they are doing the charities, they are helping people while they are looting the state resources from the president because they have a connection with NPP. We know the truth, but yalo Gambia do una problem momenti wala muko. Malla fi Karinyol be pati karle. Because some of the people, they are not even genuine because all they are doing, even though lawyer Usendabo Fundita Nane. You know, I don't even have a two mind on that. Wala kina konko. Birin ko nyin ketanko, it doesn't matter. Hanata lawyer Usendabo tolebede, the list should be published. For the purpose of clarity. Because nobody is better than my parent. Many aloko be santoleto, wal musama senelalet. They are not better than them. So, mansa kunda yalo ne komune benyin kodo. And then they are trying to imagine funding kiole fundi to demand the right of their citizenship. Ila resources bedun kandamento ina ye police ole na wo police fuaro many aloko ni sasa ta fama sakundabi ko ijarano. And because of the Gambian police, they don't learn from their mistake. They think that we can do the thing and work freely because of menkita ya jambila watu la be many otilimbali yake baronata aye compensate. But in safo eko mansa kilinja mano bukatu. Watilikali ayamin nudawilu ha bainan nas. Na mansa ya tilolu nkatala na John letema. Alberto, I have to check something here and come back. I'm sorry, you know, I have to check something here. So, Morol Beje Hane Ayatarko, UDP call Funtana, but they are not comfortable, they are not satisfied because they want to hear that the UDP executive members are part of this. But we care less. Even the UDP executive member, we will hold them accountable because nobody is better than the Gambian poor taxpayers. Many are local do kola gadinoldo. Hanata UDP the top executive Haniba Usain Lebenyun kono. We are going to hold him accountable. But there are some optic minded people. Nene, malafi kamfale kamatu. You know? So, bari yalo nafikia wala kinanko ntolu Gambia diun le formu mfanjawolti. Niaje Adama Barrow hanyita sai. Hani mo kodro help aita sapi. Look at the amount of the people youthful men findita bandana. And even these youthful men fundita, each of them they have their own personality. Why do they go out? Because they were some of them they were expecting maybe some UDP members. Some of them they have their personal grudge against and individuals. Many aloko they were the leading council in the commission. We all know that. But should that be our concern? No. Our concern is wolamuko Gambia la nafulo. Moli manya nasila la katilimbali akala. President Barrow betembo mendanala surandin. They are looting Gambians. Gambian taxpayers, they are looting the poor people and destroying the future generation ila sama momenta babe tinyaka. And then ekata eka million ta yeta yes iba fola kombe sila kale dokuka you all here President Barrow hakalansilo every 1 kilometer, dada $40 million is lela. Kilometer killing, $40 million is spend ka 1 kilometer road dada. President Barrow fond dale nyimfo. Ndema afode. Aning atodum this mandinka society or whatsoever. Anola ada for Islamic elder council elder solom. Anila meeting lo al sitali alamo. Akos hakalan silo. Each kilometer they spend $40 million. Ako Banjul project each kilometer, 1 single kilometer, ye menlo Banjul kono. Banjul project ni, they pay $1 million for each kilometer. That's meaning $76 million is for 1 kilometer. That is not our concern. Our concern was Sifal. We feel so comfortable with such rubbish. How can you construct 1 kilometer for $76 million? Do they build the goals there? We are slowly construct with the golds or with the diamonds, but we care less about it. And the because they've seen some of these people think that maybe UDP is part of it. They want to take that as their political point, their political point. And then we know Nabanko beta kanyamen. And that is the reason Barrow is taking advantage of our division. Do whatever he wants. Barrow have his surrounding. Barrow na la mole ni businessman lebe Barrow koma. But one thing Bafala Gambia nole. Niaje ni tata Western Wall. You will never see any businessman kafoko mbe close la president la ngatala officer ko nga contract ko nyinje. You have to follow the due procedure. That's why your Ministry of Trade soto, your Ministry of Employment soto. But today a Ministry of Trade amana faso Gambia kono de. Because all these close associates, the friends of President Barrow, we know them. These are the people, many alonko. Some of them, they don't even have money. But they behave like they are big men. They will go and scam our state with millions to come and set up their businesses. Gambia Banco. In fact, what I don't understand, most of these reserve lands, they took them from the original owners. Why Neo Lanta will forcefully? Most of this land were taken forcefully. Why don't they return those land to the original owners if Mansakunda have nothing to do with it? Nico for state resources, state reserve land solam. They could have a menketen coming ka land sol ni sibula no jele. Boon many yalo yelo. We have a civil servants many yalo ima service la in Gambia government or in civil service. It's more than 30-40 years. They don't have a place to stay. They are still in Idimba. Why don't they let those people, those kind of people, to still live in those rooms? But yamuneke korda many yalo benga no kordal how expensive empty land will be a foot high la wodla to mafana you even 700 500,000 te korda so la wodla to la. But itata yebulo korda me yalo ka be fensta bulo ta japanta frank yo land si fal chika bulo rin korda lo rin bandi kadi mo la 2 million 3 millions ika wan terima, and those people will later sold those properties more than 10 millions 30 millions. So that's meaning they don't have resources. But they pretend that they have resources. Yo kordal di wala will better wafla molema. Maybe nims jane komis wala let's say Mansakunda ko 10 million. It later for another 10 million yalaka 20 million. They get their millions. So that is how some of these Barrow close associated they became a millionaire in our country. It's a shame. Gambia di unkala ka ko santo silo jube Barrow do ko menke ha Barrow be do ko la silo le dada ateli ko silo. Mafo silo man important, but Allah balwo the cost of the living in that country. Ye compared to this the earning, how many na civil servants sola earning benyadile. Last time nga Dr. Cissé mo ya folale ani malo fo joma ko tele mi ko ha Senegal Gambia is even ganita da mano da koleata Gambia Senegal le dina Gambia because some people are mad. Let's say sign man boto kasang dalasi wuli fula kemel ulle la Gambia. But Senegal akasa wuli sabanda. That's a $500 is different. But Senegalese civil servants, how much are they earning? Most of the Senegalese civil servants are earning from 150,000 to 200,000 CFA. That is equivalent to $18,000 to $20,000. Mome yalo kabe etim de nka average civil servants so le for the coming jama kam men soto. Average civil servants ila salary from 150,000 to 200,000 CFAs. That is equal to $18,000 to $20,000. How many of our civil servants are earning $20,000? None. Nitara soldier kunda mo jolle ka 20,000 soto. So obviously, more members Senegal I manu and nyajube $3,000. That is 25,000 CFA. More me yalonko aka 150,000 CFA le soto. We mani boto san 25,000 CFA. Woyo tora munela. Ite me yalonko ite ka $6,000 to $7,000 kole so mani boto sang to ite mani boto sang $2,500. Obviously ite me mani boto sang $2,500 with the salary of $7,000. Jolle to table $5,500. Ni me mano sang $3,000 late la salary mu $18,000 to $20,000 late. I man let's say $18,000 I mano sang $3,000 and $15,000 late table. Ite ta $5,000 ala 3/4 wole to table. You comparing yourself with, because our people are they have a very low mentality. They have a very low IQ to compare. In a comparison, you'll do it. But how many people are working in America? How many people are working or earning more than $10 per hour in USA? Per capital in the Gambia today, the average people, the average Gambians are living below $1. And you comparing those people with a country, they are earning more than $10, minimum $10 a day. You are mad. And then you cannot be employed. Ila living is too expensive. Papa, muneketa. Fatima, Tima, munati nale ba fili jal tata si konoto. Papa, ibe deri nale. Jieta tata nyole ji. Ale ba fili jal tata si konoto. So, memu problem oti wala muko. Adama Barrow is taking advantage from our divisions. Be niaju be funding kejo le fendita. Very few. Niaje police oli be mol gela do be tawla be tiagas bonalika. E bal gela do be hanali mo sabal mo nan, because we don't want to confront them. Many alonko they are suppressors. They suppress the citizen. If a problem will cause campaign to push us into something, nimol kombe react la dole ko fitina wulindi landam man la fi fitinola adu mo membe jamala Fatima man la fi kam fale ka me kana kuma moyle. So mo men yalon ko be banko la na floti nyaka wala mo fitina wulindi land. But many be fitino wulindi kan wal ye fanke sentinyo leti ko telle mo dadar lata ataro ko be banko di jama nakar kay ben na flota kay basu nyaka. NPP is a criminal party, malo whether we accept it or not. And then NPP la ñu supporter sol men yalo ko la ñu bojo men be wuri na formol kono audio ni fenkol thing. Those people are they don't even know what is going on. Until no baby category killing the kono, ni be kata left and killing leto. Those people they are enslaved by brain. Their brain are ite mi ite kata left and menkono. Iyo conditionolo. Ibama kata left and menkono yo conditionolo. But ite kam many defend will diuni will needed the school killing. President Baroka proud university mena. Ala fonye president minister killing. Ala fonye Gambia kono men di ubeta kan Gambia University. But because Gambians we commit these beautifying things. Itata yeleptanolo ya bum pentur kendol kalamba natala ye ni jube he atra eleja. But what make a building to become a hospitals? I can it's if mol kabul tala kelu asikeke leptanot. Ordinary household. But what qualified to call a building a hospital? Wala muko good doctors, medication, equipment, the kind of the equipment and the kind of the qualified doctors that we have them in those hospitals that one can call. Adam Baroya Gambia leptano with all this noise me alokala molbake ka hafele farato be leptano lokanja fele fontolum tul Gambia. We are not lack of the hospital. We are not lack of the building that we can turn them to be hospitals. Go to Banjul. Banjul Hospital. Nim Banjul well equipped. Bansa well equipped. Yeta ya jambe leptano mello farfenye ya well equipped. Ya upgrade. Ye futa ye eta atodo biam. Leptano membelo ya upgrade. Nte laba se sanji say Adam Barobe siri leptano fonte base kono. A biggest region like URR. They don't have hospital. Since Jawla la time on a health center beje. Imagine a regional capital. They don't even have a place to call hospital. Because hospital and health center are different. You can understand. So these hospitals are there. You cannot equip those hospitals. But you are just building a beautiful building. We are clapping for them. Hey, Adam Barrow, do we tell you people, did Gambian even sit and think about that? Kafoko, Tayeta and Demban Clinic, you bet the condition in that clinic is. So yeah, do we expect that Farato hospital will cover the entire Gambia? Because until Gambia no kapulo ko si feona la abalola nyinya, but mune awala balola nyinya wo make quality properties tile. Come na silo benyame ni tate mana fi mbon diabe mala malambe silo, but how long those roads are going to be last? Mbukam fanyi nkawla. The quality of road mbuka na kina fe. Wala tina ya jambe silo dolo ni tata bundi na wo aerial mafanna. Bundu na wo silo wali nyanta kela fenete me yalo ko safo be maintenance kan. But the silo was completely started from new because andon wo silo ni kodo le don tan millions spent again because they are not sustainable development. They were just, you know, a political project. So political project they don't care, you know. So, nyin diamol, because ntol ben diamol men ade ka fele hay telephone fele siri la comfortable zone ulto, e telephone te fontila. These are the mentality. We want to compare. Look at the Senegal today. E kamda ni diamda to ha ala ko tenne kila ko den alla nyin ala ko nin kila ko yaaje banko be dikiri nyin kantro they are failed state ila limani ya fa futa. E ka ala kumo men fon fo dala limani ya mafuta. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala natara abe lafila nga ko be bula bulo kono no Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala munati na be kila bula la kelola fo kila la saybol jolle fata je kila fa ko nyon katita ite sila ya fo jan japala yalla le ko be gambela system nem bay loh si loh yalla rek yalla moy buru ban yalla moy buru ala kontolu adama diuna yen natinde nyin dunya kono le to protect the nation, to protect the environment, to protect the society. Not Allah who is going to do that for us. We are humans. Ntolebo kilam fanyi. You can understand. Walakinna alako adamadiwe ko inni za'ilun fil arda khalifa. Ngatil adamadiun chikale ngali ke responsible people leti nyim banko kan katu nyim banko kan no malaiko lebejam. Malaiko men yalo ko they never disobey Allah. Whatever Allah wants, that's what the angels were doing on this earth before humans. Wala tinako biring ala na malaiko inform ko kombe adamadim be da fen la ma hana fo adamadim akombe da fen le natin dila dam bar bira yo fo rek biring malay malaiko le be da fen le natin dila nyim banko kam me yalo ko wolle batal repress la yamuna fo mal ala subhanahu wa ta'ala ataji alu fiha man yafsidu fiha wa yasfiqu dimaa nahnu nusabbihu bihamdika wa nuqaddisu lak eko ala ko ntulu mbe tentu kambe jay kan ne me disobey ebe fen le natin dila jam men be ñoo yelo bonna ebe ñoo kortela ebe ñoo tiñala ebe kila banko tiñala te ala ye jabi buna inni alam ma la ta'lamun ngambellon atul malo e ka understand woto ntol adamadi un nyantalon nako ala ye responsibility le lankan anda yo fonyele ko la tufsidu fil arda ba'da islahiha al kana kenyin banko tiñalati. So nintel Gambia di un molbe tiñarola daji kol to suñarol to banko flafeon mo dantambe siri ka fo ko alale ya tambinde ñar. Obviously we are indirectly telling the people that alale kanyin tiñar lal natende kan tiñar o ala kinun kan na fontele al tiñar lal kele o be keno la ñadi. It's all nonsense mislimeya of the misinterpretation. Saudi ne sunyaro keje ke bulo kundule. Gambia ne sunyaro keje, we still call ourselves a pio Muslim. Ne sunyaro keje, we clap for you because we see you as a smart individuals. Moment ka sunyaro keje, ba ila kiate smart tale billahi. Andu abo sunyar la le ka kodo yin samba korda men kono misil medun le kadam. Walakin nal kanta duala jami'ul tal la dual bukamuda. Sin sama tubabol jam. Sama ka tuli paladron tilikandi sama be le paladron. But imagine tell misil me banko me yalon ko we call ourselves, we are saints. We are killing than these people. Nkata si sama kono ka ala dan ka fa so jiola. Muna tin ka ala dan jiola. Nyin don buka sali buka sun ni afo ka fula ha nyin dunia yalo ala ka kafiro nene abe abo kala bante ya kumolom. Our failure, we want to justify our failures ka foko ala ka kafiro ma ko nyin dunia kono. Saudi man ke kafirte de, but look at their living condition. Ni tata Morocco until kana mol bondi Gambia ke samba Morocco kata jaraje. Are they not Muslims? And now people will make kata Egypt nyol karawana, go and see their living conditions. Are they? We are not the same Muslim with those people. Ngo Muslim na afikia wole kabanko tinya. Edi yeke Christianity wala yeke come atheist. You know, Christian mol beja meni alon ko ka fetil mu ate man belief ala kula enyande kelaw bari ite ta fono le be kala muslimo di be muslimo ya duru kota yala be na afiki ya kelaje ali ko ko ali yedende alala ni diam da ala be man sabondi laje ni ko ala ka man sa tombo fine ndol man bala wala bari ala ko abuka adama di tonye kato ala ko ay tonyero halamu yanda famal inni haramutul zulmu ala nafsihi. So woto nin ala ko ntele ka mansa tombo bari aka mansa tombo based on our attitude ntelu jama bete ata nyaadile jama la jiko be nyaadile aka alla wajiko le jube ayna mansa tombal kono based on alla wajiko ni alimu saati o jama kabilo jama mo kurunati obviously al kamol le defend pour que kala nyaata ko to men kuriyata ala kal hakilo tilindi wo mo sifalle bari ni society bete ata rek e kaje ko alakal nyaatindi molla mo betol katum mo men be tambilal nyaato be kala mo leti men yalon ko ila jikole yali nyaabo adamadi onala jiko e nyaabo rakabula nin jeni mu jeni lati ne jeni laji dron jeni lala ko kadiyene kato muna mata kata borla musolle no marek, you know. So these are the problems that we are facing today because moli e fanna kende alama e kas moli fasa men yalon ko be batariyal. For example, na molbe jele Gambia kono comme na Supreme Islam Council and other Muslim elders. With all these things is happening, you will not hear a word they are saying. And they are no ko Quran o kona haramu talaka mola na flodo. But they will ignore all those verses. Ebe siri la suol kono te ebe deri. Muslim Elders Council, President Barola recent new constitutes Muslims political kafo. They all hear this. Bankola fion, mo dantam be fan nafa kankana, ala nyin haramu yandile. Barin tolu Muslim molu, nkam fan dendende ala koma while ala la command sol mbuka bule noma. Ngine toro benkan. Adamadu, you either believe in Allah. Ngo mollo tale lata alala ye kolike modol beje wol ye fan lande alala na to kolke de ye torol sotoge but many yake with wholeheartedly with the pure belief that ninga nyinke ala be protect ala ye protect gen e ka understand but Gambia di una problem o mendi koku nembal mbay yo la ho yalla ale mbay lo ho yalla coming ala bota Gambia no ala niaje ko say al kila la say bol mo jolle fata ye kila fa nyukati ama foko alinga nyin dino bulasi loho yalla moy bur hanide because munamu adamadi mo bering ala ko nga responsibility dilal protect the environment, protect the society ni aje ala ko man katala nafsi aw fasada al arda fakannama katala an-nas jami'a wa man ahya'a fakannama ahya an-nas jami'a ayin fo adamadi ne momo you protect the society momo you kill one individual, or momo you kill or you destroy the society. It is like you kill the entire society. But Gambia do be ya jambe mulfai kanalo. You see, wala tinante billahi wala talla. Sometimes nkale nale na funding ke jama be dino bulaka because Gambia no la fake Muslim ya jinko na fake dino kono wala kina Gambia do jama be dino bulaka because you know nka dino mulun jawyandi mulu nyakotol. That is the truth. ni aje bi nyin kemet ngi produce kemet be go kam bintole Gambia banku ndi men kam ta ko Gambia dino school o membe Quran school o membe be lon Gambia kono. Do we have this belief in us? That's the question. Because ntolu nka moli nyinyandi moli nyakoto ko men yalo ka haramuta dino kono le na society kono mambete nka nanka wo mol promote mo kallu aka foy ko billahi ya jambe kay bana de ya jambe defal liggey adamba diu nte I don't agree with the peoples ka fo ko kar ya jambe do ko kele anything adamba diu ba ke kanyin dunia kono you are doing for the humanity. Eka silo mello e mantel silo loka pour koni tambije e be letano mello ka e baloka pour adamadin letaje not because of the animals. So ni te kana wo adamadin kiru le fa because it a personal interest ninkam it la wodo ko man nafa soto bar say alinga mislimo la bankol nin kafiro la bankol kombiaba. For example mbe example tala jamani jannela e ka understand jamani jang Hitler I do ko men ka man satinala nyim banko ka memba do ko nyinkela but one day nene tamo ila jamani diuna ka Hitler celebrate na man kela nyin nasil hani nyin nasil jamabe je Hitler men ke humanity le man bili folan bari ala ambition want to protect their culture, protect their race. Wala atina ko they still have belief in Hitler. Ilaftala ideology still instilled into the society because I do ko men ke banko ka. But you will never hear or even sharing a one Nazi wiring the Hitler Tisato. Hani nya dia de si Hitler Tisato jila nyim bankoka. And Hitler ila nyim underground ubanul membebe jang ajama beje Hitler le sing. But you know why? Wo kial wo itel ma wori wala. Kato Hitler yo menka na ata humanity le kasara. Kata yo do ko menka ba ke kan adama dulle. Ni na ta adama dulle tinya. Ela wo do ko ma obviously man na faso to. So wala tenete jaman diu jala be proud la ka foko yes Hitler do ko ke janne anala kube bar Gambia diu ya jambe misil mo lefa ya je wala kinan ko tubaboli del la Qur'ano silo le noma bar ntol men la ta Qur'ano la nga Qur'ano damfulem kala silo jenkendi mol ka kawandol ka diate nyamen. Imagine Qur'ano ko man katala nafsi mo me misil me kilum fa aw fasada al ard wala yebban ko le tinya fa ka annama katala nasi jami'a mo me mo kilin fa mo kende kilin ya fa society kuna kamta ye society bele fa ye society be fa nyaadi le wo mari la wo kuke wo mislimo ala hakili kendo abe wo jolle na fala yol fonde ala demaro ka be mo jolle mako le ye fondala ala wo hakili nyim maka be dadar jolle kila society ye society fondi nyim bela wala kine ko Qur'ano kadiamu hakili malle bar ndel la president mo jolle fa mo kendo mislime diwni I Gambia fondi wo mo kendo la we still have an order sitting ka fo mo le ha bar ya jambe ana ku bay do ko kele ay do ko ka bo do ko ke kan jomalle beyawn abake ka adamadi there is nothing in this world me yalo ko is more important than adamadi kato ala ko lakad kharramna bani adam nga adamadi bu nyale wa hamalnahu fil barri wal bahr nga tankan dile tundo la nim bantala kono to la anim bantala ay adamadi tankanya belale amanda wala ako razzaqnahum min at-tayyibatin nata adamadi harjen dilek nga harje koyole lande woto momo tebe suñaro le mantra ke suñaro te keno la mo harjote ka jamala na flota alay koku haramu yande adamadi ma ne fen soto je setan la ma ko ro wote harjote ولكن أكو فض ورزقناهم من الطيبات نال harjen di fen koy wala la altaro moment al harjo mo wolati amanda wala ko وفضلناهم على كثيرا مما خلقنا تفضيلا على فوفن دادانين دنيا كون حني ملائكه من يالو كوي بوكا على سوسو اي ادمادي وني تيكايا افيسيان ديتي دي سو وني سوكا و ادمادي وتا اكوني فين كوتي كومبيا وني سونو be feli la wala tina tuba boli entel dang nali ajube jamano la election o kejam ila leading political party membe ruling na lusade. So many recent winter thing, yalo jaman la fenko be nyame do coming ni election okay. Many more percentage to wolle bena bundas council nyin tombo ne la party nyin kono. Bari la candidate of for be je ka fo mena for Mars nyaadi lamba. Mars smells lamba. I don't even like the guy. The guy is so arrogant. I'm a respect so he's a pure capitalist. He have no respect for the poor. He have no respect for the, you know, like a middle classes. I can talk like he speak freely. But with all that, il a parti le more votes. But yalo muneketa. This Thursday, not Thursday, Monday, in Antate select la. But ila party mole fund they are reject. Ila party mole fund they are reject. He should be sworn in yesterday, I don't know, last Monday. But ila party mole they are reject. Now they have to find another candidate, or they were going to renegotiation again to convince those people who vote against him. But Ningambele Sinaboy, Hanyin Mupati Jawoleti, Hanyin Mupati Fenkoleti, because we don't want diversity. That's even the United Democratic Party. You know, problem what you candidate yalla. They will start caricaturing you. You are Sulusajima, ha, Nko, Ba Usain Mo better like Nola. Whether we accept that or not. Hani abishilimo kila abanda tembo mena Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam bira abanda nyaton kaya jomala be kala kalifoti misilimo le du munyintide men yalo ko de set with the killer Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam as sahaba companion Jamal left Abu Bakr Siddiq like nyaton koti. But there are people who don't want Abu Bakr Siddiq to be a caliphate. Yeah, woman waji wanatindi. Nto la party found kono mol kafa ha karibe nyin kwolto everybody momo yer rai soto ka Kenya ton koti ni lafta la yer rai soto kanyine. And then ninyi skeno misilime akono. Sa intel la party found kono don mol yamira ko momo nyanta lafla ba usendale no. Hani ala mentel da. Itita wula ka kawda dai ba. Ne aka lafta ka kawle la. E lafta ka kawle. Wule ka kawda dai. So, moli kallo ha kari kari formu mboli jawolti kari be kampu karle is all nonsense. Ntole nyanda lafta men na drong wala muko wala kinanko I will start blocking a lot of even our own UDPN. I'm not in UDP. I'm just an ordinary supporter. I have a membership card. And because I have a trust in our leadership. I have a trust on United Democratic Party. Because nte mumoleti mafo wole kamenke wole mu right there. But I have this belief. I don't have this belief and individualism. Individualism muneti wole muko ninkarite woto abe tinya. I don't believe such kind of belief. And I will never be part of such kind of belief. Because ndeba ma fatalen dindimma. Mfa fatalen dindimma. Kuman kenna up to today mfuta da stage to. Why will I believe an individual ka fo ninkarte jate kute tamanol? Ala modi mo la nyin dunia kono. Is everything should be belief. Kila bantale dino betaka. Abu Bakr Siddiq bantale dino betaka. Umar bantale dino betaka hansai. Kunun dino futata dame and biabe futa bi dino futata dame kuna man futa wolto de. And those days wolle mu kewliti menne keloke kanyi dino londe. But ning ayatari moli fanan tarta wol ko nay kafo nyoy ko ning karita betinya bintelte dino lonna de. So Gambia diuni mentality membe kunkono. Surtout la hanina UDP diuni. Ba Usien Tana. Me, I have belief on United Democratic Party. It's an institution which I trust in them. I am not in the UDP for one individual. Because Nibula Takafokono. Can I believe that institution? Can I believe an individual? Tonya, we have competency. We should consider that also. Because hani dino kono ala ko nali be mol tombon na men be kelal la nyaton ko to follow e nyanta la dino la belief to la fulanja e nyanta la culture la value lonnan sabanjang wala muko alla di ala character al nyanto fanan kayala. These are the three things. But for ala nyin character be di mo kilina la no. What Adamadi Unali Kaftale institutional law. Do not put the institutional trust on one individual. Dino Foundman Sowola. But the Kafo do Karite. These are the kind of the people many are local institutional abetinyala. Wala atinako they are creating the unnecessary argument to just to divide the party. Me, I have this belief that ba Usien be United Democratic Party, ba Usien Toje Bang. There are a lot of good citizens in United Democratic Party. There are a lot of competent people in United Democratic Party. We have to believe in ourselves. Because until I can die today, I can die tomorrow. May God forbid. Mbeka wale dua bar alala haji le boto kato alako innal mawta allaji tafirruna minhum fa innahu mulaqikum nin saya me alikaburala alba ignoring common sura bal mutaladulal to me yaloko you don't expect it there. So what to have belief an individual wo individual do si fanole. Imalo. Ibe mune no laje. Na fata ibe mune no laje. Tafas. So you are going to kill yourself. No. So wale atinako an institution should not put their trust or belief on one individual. Nim aliyo kedura that institution is going to fail. Because each of us, we are waiting for our time. And when our time will come, nobody knows. So, until the United Democratic Party, for me, you are not democratic. I don't care. I'm not democratic, yes. But I don't want these petty talks. Anybody start this nonsense petty talks, I just block you. I don't want to see your post again. Because Gambia, we cannot sacrifice our individual interests to sacrifice our entire citizen. Gambia be menkono na banko be criminal lebulu. Musadrame. Yalong, most of us, we don't even, this man is one of the most wicked individual in NPP. Musadrame almano. Abe they didn't take anyon tribalist or ate barola mansa kundakon. Alma Musadrame. I have this story is still in my brain. Na sandu kono Musadrame parti fenko nyini njele against AK Toure ni Maimuna Sise Dabula ex-husband analota election olale ndel mudindi ulati mbuka fen fonoje. But what Musa Dabo said, this Musadrame is still in my brain, and that is still wo anga do jamala kon wala kina Musadrame na alota sandu keni abe badole ba pick la hand pick from the tipper garage because abe Kenya wa for laje mol be nymbata membe kono mba hosul ka Musadrame was sand dealer aka Kenya wa for leke yala alla mansa kunda nale atikale adung individual businessman bul they don't care ayalo businessman Gambia albetulun ka barola nimbaro tambita 2026 billahi wallahi ta'ala Gambia will regret it forever because criminal businessman le president baro sorend and the businessman mu molleti many aloko they care less adamadi una life la they don't value the human life. All they care is their money because ika kelo je banko kan the businessman ka kido struggle ge wo kido make a struggle wo banko ka fon yalo ko beta kan adamadi le fakala but they care less because they have this belief only in money. Capitalists, they are capitalists. So these are the kind of the businessmen many baro surrender. Do not trust the businessman means they don't care nothing. Malo faliano. Kelobe saralio businessman leka kido smogul je. Pour kata amul fa iteliye diuni balundi. E kata amul fa pour iteleke millionaire through those guns. Kelobe Angola businessman leka kido taka smogul je. Kelobe Congo businessman leka kido smogul je. And they found Kalumbe Nyimben Sambaka, even though we are going to get interest there, but they are going to kill our fellow members. They are going to kill somebody's child. They are going to kill somebody's wife. But they are doing that just for their own self to protect their children. So, Niwomo Sifali la President Mura, Al Kabulo Kosai, and La Banco became a criminal. And then the cartels, Alman cartelism law, near la President Soranda, you are done. Wala tina na George Fankono na kitile billahi wallahi ta'ala man cartel solo. You don't know the dangers of the cartels, the mafias. Ni dun talla banko kono kala banko tinyale andu pour kala banko londa simfulo la ka kolale ngale Guinée Bissau jele al Guinée Bissau nyininga ila polisol e dun ta polisol kono ke infiltrate. So e ka duro ko mel dundi nam banko ka nim polisol fondo e ka polisol threaten. Police don't feel safe. So any drug case naraje, eka police found men code any medical investigation, they feel afraid to do investigation, proper investigation, because the mafias control everything. They are in the police, they are in the justice system, they are in everything. That's what the mafias do. So are you baby? Allah prison, eka mole bribe ke mole bula. Where do they land that? In justice system. Collaborating with the mafias. If a bataro killer, it will like a mole muta with drug kilos. Alkakula muela quarter. Because our justice system is infiltrated by the mafias. State House is infiltrated by the mafias. How do they able to transport 5 tons of rice from the State House to go and sell it? That man is sleeping in the State House. And the Gambians, Mamelong, Senegal is taking advantage of this security present in our country. Because the tourism, most of the people, the Western world, anywhere they travel, Ekamuneke, ekata internet to read about that country. The first thing they read about is the security situation in that country. So Gambia security situation Purkawolan be the first thing ibe menjela je wolomuko, they have a foreign securities. That's meaning our security is not in our own hand. Is that country safe? No. Which investor will come to Gambia to invest your hard-earned money there? Because the country's security is not in your own security's hand. That's why tourism failed woefully. Gambia tourism is completely done. Because what I remember 2014, mbe fly la Brussels Air la kata Gambia. The plane was full with the whites, you know. In Koyon, Abejita mean to the Gambia, even though we have dictatorship there. But from 2018, Kajina wait to vote. Ni the Brussels Air kono, Koyo be Kaji Senegal. Senegal is taking advantage. Today, Senegal, they kill Gambia's tourism. Why the Senegal is still keeping their securities in the country? What economists are doing in the Gambia? We never went to civil war. We don't have civil war in that country. But that foreign security present in our country that kill our economic, it is killing our economic because tourism like a bankola economically grown up because it brings the more foreign exchange in the country and it creates the employment at the beach areas. You know, today there are a lot of young people who could be employed by the tourism. But they all, you know, jobless today because our tourism failed. Most people don't feel secure in the Gambia, whether we accept that or not, because the country is controlled by the mafias. More than that, President Barrow Malibi, President Barrow la NPP is run by the mafias, because NPP man kodi soto. Gambia di unal bukal fanyininka. NPP, how are they able to pay their regional chairman's monthly salaries? How do they be able to pay their constituency chairman with the monthly salaries? During the chairman election or the council election, each of their councillors, a candidate, they give them more than 600,000, some 400,000. Where do they get that money? When UDP is able to give even 10,000, some councillors don't even get money. Only their constituency support them. Where NPP is getting that money? We don't bother to ask ourselves. In parliamentary election, they give each candidate 600,000. 53 candidates times 600,000. How much is that? How many millions? Presidential election, we hear here, West Coast alone, they give more than 20-something millions. Where are they getting that money? Obviously from the mafias. And these mafias are the people, many along could be President Barrow, this stolen property of Yaya Jammeh, we don't want to talk about it. Dr. Ismail Cisse was saying, yeah, we should not politicize this, and which political party was even in the power when they were selling the Jammeh assets. And just to confuse the citizens, because they know that these people, they are treating us according to our intelligence. You can understand. But billahi wallahi tallahi, NPP is controlled by the mafias. Criminal lebe NPP borindika. Alte NPP don't get a fundraising. You know why when the people say that we are from UDP, we now cross carpet to the NPP. Someday I can motor the where are they getting that vehicles? In serious countries, a president cannot do that. Who are giving them that car? Nina that pam 100,000, 200,000 yadila. Where did the party is getting money? From the criminal, the businessmen, many aloko ye banko la fionta ka alfudima. Ye kontra ko tika mo la kadila. Alamiga banke biri ya wafi. Wala kinanka for NPP funding ke jamabe party kono, they are very useless and aimless peoples. Amar Sane, Njaga Sane, these people they are poor. They were poor like rat in the mosque. Because in Barinding Konoto, Almun Tala Almune Manika Frakela, Barinding Konoto in all bedo kola. President Barrow and his sisters, they go to our house. They know all my sisters. Na sister me faje I don't even need to talk about it. Because the close relationship member ni tema. President Barrow bari musikili from our home. So I molla fenkota ka waf. Mega bank biri ya wafs. 600 million netika yadi Amadou Sane la and Njaga Sane ka compagnie register ka ke business fen kote ko compagnie le bebul Gambia din kilinte je me ko nyilinka so nyil metantel la kodo tala le ka kasara diate nyame e kana kodo tikale ka diate so nyenyi dindiul ta kebe muta ke samba kasola because bi ajube mo jolle findita andi be batandiro men kila nyilla be samba la drong be alta samale na sindaleta sindin ko balena because nobody was out. Only few youths went to the street. They were not even demonstrating. They were seeing black in the Sapiteka. Because police have this belief that Gambiano manhaninya. Police have this belief that anything yake taunte yakono, nothing will come out of it. So what belief be bulu ko kudiate ba kila banko diul. Nimbemu intimidation tactic them. Mune bekela next day they will go and bail them. Say kamenke arrest them, detain them, bail them, and we chop their money. Ekanyin bailin membeke kodo nyin katabi. Eka mol bail, ebe dol bail 100,000, ebe dol bail 25,000. This is a source of police income. Now can survive poor people, even though they are doing their right. Many bank wala kodo sika instead yafo wala kal kodo nying muna difficult anyin. Al mol to populist many alo ko wala state la fen kodo. Wajale ta kata mol ares. Ke muta ke ibe say nyim men muta te nyim fondin kyolte nyil be batale bulu ibe to less time because Gambia no bukalo nyoy na me da fa be na muna fula ha UDP ko le nyil koma e ma je modol be je halisa wol ba make so kan pour ka UDP to involve ya adi tendel to involve no la je ba ko dabo fan fundita le te wo ko nyen happy bacha dabo fan fundita nan kana ka fu mole ko nyin e fofen dadun tanin ko ne nyanda tol nyil list problem anda me for is true loya dabo ko nyin ko manyina tambila 3 hours for pour kanyin ko nyin pro so many mo la fion sunya police oli manta wol arrest al badal beta mo le arrest la many yalo Gambia hanina dina kunda nyine beje because birina dina mu nyaton kol tata loy ka fo mo le 3 years jotina kol mo fitinan ton let bar wo dina nyaton kol fon le kana loy ka fo mo le ko muslimia al dinun nasihat muslimia mu kono dialete ni e baadi uje kula men dino mante nyanda ka a kono dian bari alfon la usa so fundita na ko president baro le etel wulende kata banko karo bela ka fay ko 3 years jotne ye ma ko ro men kala wot say ni muslime nyaato ko fon kala lo kamul fasa bat ya je tay bebe derine e bebe dere bari ni nyim ko tata wajabi tado le tel be wulla na ko négocier men diate yeta ya négocier ye mol give up so suni na dina nyaton kol fon be sun protecta dina nyaton kol be sun takan ke ma koy suñaro la andi tel mo kilon le kafo mo le ko ala ko la taqulu amwalakum bainakum bil batila al kana nyola nafulo do mo batara yakono aman andu lagdari fana yafole imam malik la kitabo lo munyint andu ndul jama be je gambia fon surtla jama be je dino be be lor jama la imam malik majhabul malik ويعفل لقدري كنو لا تأكل أموال الناس بغير طيب النفس الكنا مولا نافلو دوما مانكي نيو لا ديال بي ولا بي بغامبيا كنو بارنا دينا نياتون كول instead ye ini mol ye lo fuarol fe e kata man sa e ka fa ko be ko male because ngaji ila ni adam baro ni muslimi nyaton kol men kili ko anata e kafolo ko tolmu muslimi advisory council lam muslimi elders advisory council wala ngamo le ko be baro ma ko la ko be nyamal. So that's meaning they are part of the people many alo ko be baro ma ko ka suñarol e be hanni tel defense do kanje bari te fon son tal ko te fon ka fo mole ko ala ko atel muslimolu atamuruna an-nas bil birri wa tansawna anfusakum wa antum tatluna al-kitab bim wala be gambia ko al kamuli yamar ko men la ko nga fatama amam betea alkana ke lahido tinyalalte alkana ke nyoma ko lati kukurun la alfu nyo fatande ala sokolma bari bi sila ite ka mol yamar men nabi ntel lawo yamar la alfon be wolle keka katu ni ko mole ko ala ko le ko al nyoma ko atawanu ala albirri wa taqwa al nyoma ko ku kendo ning ala nyasilan wala ta'awanu ala alismi wal udwan wa masiyatu rasul al nyoma ko ala nyasilan la al nyoma koy ku kendo lal kana nyoma koy konnan teyal nin ala sokolla anin kila wali nyoya bar bi sai na dina nyaton ko be fele dere mo dandan sita kana na flota ka tala nyotema men fundi ta ka ko nyin keletel mo kilo le dun ka na ka fonye ko kila ko memme batara ya je society kono al si fundi al yakil al dala wala al yakil al bulula wala al yakil al sembola bare wo mo kilo le kana fo mo le ko take ha mo buka fundi man sakam. So man sasi suñaro keno is okay. So wala jinango dino manke problem de barantel be dino practice nyame wala mun na problem wot. Ni tata Gambia everywhere I got dara targe every corner dara beje jano be karo be look boru buka sino no subafa. But the reflection of the society kono. Wo dara siya jama wol many fon ka fo biya buka dia mol bunu ni sunyaro ke da si afa ko kala Allah kala rasul. Walakin ko nyi mel kata nyi Qur'ana ayinde on kuntu kal kanale anin tel kanala ndad. Imam Musai Mamad Qur'an be ka Qur'ana ayinde on kuntu. Because say ni lafta 419 ul kile katala yesi ayande on karam Imam Mud Sabal ngili wala be lorin tella o mandinga kebal nyaato fakara foyko alayka inna kalakina kun zakara wal unsa wa za'alnakum fakara kan jindi botumo atari ko udaji ko tate fona ajina ta ko Qur'ano men ko ya ayyuhallazina amanu atul mu'min limanata lima taquluna ma la taf'aluna muna kinal bekumul fulal temen kela ala ko qabran makhtan inda Allah wa an taquluna ma la taf'alun o mujunu bolete ala yete men kela e kafo e kanyina wol bela mo sabal ko mo la yam kuno baro mu sunate baro mu keronate keren kafo mo le bena na fulote nyaka fati killing biya ko baro la man sakunda kendo te duniya kono akani funding kewlam bari tajira ko abe funding kewl tala biya anin ko wata da bulala jede yenyum funding kewl men tasro ako youths are happy. So wala kinan ko nim bataro lata mo kal be funtale ko nyin kele alinga denga kele kalbe ji UDP le kalbe NPP le bi men ketan yilla kextiane Mr. Greyfiat hanna tan dena buka beng nyanjo furu no anyo nyanjo furu de kele bari nyin don am in their support police le men kele nyin forma ta demonstration le be siren e be kafu nyol batone parakadi na re sapiteka fotuma juma la keta kasiti yata si banjulu yo fana fonja ko nin kasi banjulu fana sayo fana fabutale ya fonja ko nin tawido hanni batata tamo la nga karta mi ngata si aji 20 so sini ture be badi ya fasal abe bita ya fasal because kunum polisol kamenke Gambia kono ku buka boje adam baro man sa kunana ta man ku man boje so wala na bibe ku kilo ngil 50 kay ka fo men da tafasse bolaji bari ibalo ko yomin bi yomi lunde kallun sa jode wa tilkal ayamin nudawiluha bainan nas naman sa ya tiloli ngata na jon letem wala hina ko na yin UDP kol men yalo ko ibe nyin diamo e kam ma ko je kol na yin UDP ko dol beje e podi fanye to ay ntega wo dol fon beje katal la frinde to ka chocho wulen ni fengeta wata kilende ta safe ha talbe some people they hate talbe yo man le talbe hate and these people I don't even trust them. Ni men can I trying to create the confusion within the UDP and all tema. Don't trust them there. Because momo yalon ko bankola ko yete sula e lefta ko adam baro bo man sakunda ite mantal interest mo kun kilo na interest la febe interest coming ko na good governance isodo ite te podila do yena yakuma fay e tal ka fo talbe betenne wala yena UDP ko fon betenne man talbe kanu ite you are just creating the confusion within the supporters. I even expect some of these people they are baro agent. Don't trust nobody today. Because mamira ko mome yalon ko tonya UDP diuna muit. Ete be nala dron kata social media ka ko sa fe ha talbe fon dolbe UDP ko ne man lafala fo mo be nyanta talbe laflan wo mo le be dunia ko hando ya Usain Dabo mo dolbe UDP ko ne man lafala but they like UDP as an institution. Wo mo le be dunia ko hani ala mem fon e molda ala fon ko mo le ne faman sha falyaghfir wa man sa falyumin men la na diata me lante alala na ko na man dia me kana lanna nin ala so fara joni hani kila ala kayne ko fashda bima tumaru arada anil musrikin e kodi ni molla men balantema e kodi molla men man songema ma fa e kelenda ma fa e fa akayne do e kodi la yebula ko no man nge yamar men wala mo ballagha risalat wala mo yenna le taro fulande molim so ni tebe pati ko ite ko dia ko ya mo be nyanta dabo kanula le ite le mo pati tinyalate ni be pati ko ne ko mo be nyanta yangs kanula mo be nyanta talbe kanula pati tinyala la mo ite because there is no human being in this world me yalo ko mo be ba kanula what is impossible hani kila bota korda abota family men ko dol fatale tata alkiyama man lafiala so ni te fana be pati ko for the sake of the unity yalo ne ko kari da man lafi dabola that ite fon to mari sondo moko kari da man lafi because the action ni mo si fa de je ko lo muit ite malo ni be da so ko ni la musul ka kenyamen Katun kundin dron palaka jebe na ebe sobiri fanto dron ni mo fenke haye na ko ka talibe le fasa. You are not even doing you are even you are creating the more hatred for Taliban because you cannot force people. And the moment be bandala unol bela kuma kuntaula. Why still you comment on that? Men be bandele ka ida manke UDP anot imantare na ful dundi kanje imantare fenke ke kanje ka fo mole ha modul be UDP ko man lafita fo mol na ta fo e parti lo pour ka lafi karla hani parti la manifesto mol nyanta lafla wala parti as an institution mol lafta wala parti sambandre nya but not an individual. Why do you want to force people to love for more better more kilon kanu diakuya Obeke no la nyadil alla kordal ko na mankal be lafta nyola diakuya ite mari fon membe nyu fenke la ha dole be je man lafta talibela ha kari fon man lafi dabola ha kari fon moli man mu parti leader londi pro moli ya kano ni men lafta kano la ila muso be soko na kano e badi on be te kano but party yo latin di jele pour party la manifesto moli yo defend rather than individual because that individual can die, that individual can resign, that individual can fail sick. So stop distracting people. Ateli UDP jeku kyobeni aloko kunde kubale podina ha talibe. Why are you fighting for the someone interest just to distract people? UDP momo natindi. In UDP we trust. In UDP niaje ko moli baba ibe bulari ngano ma because of ala daji ko, because of ala tario pata nyongono baba fonka lole ba usena ko. Ako hanate ning mo la ni wuro ya ta bota UDP kono. Abota UDP kono akasi ke emarisi ke ko sisekil daji. So we should put this out from our brain. Ha karinyol man la fi talibela, karinyol man la fi nyinna. Niaje momo la nafi ko la mati UDP kono. These are the people many aloko most of them plus nyinna na la moytide. Alal hakilo tuito. Ma fe be. Because I don't think you can love individual to the extent that sacrifice the entire nation as orphans for one individual interest. Ite mari la fenko nyanta kila menti. Wole muko danko drong nga baro bondi nga good governance isoro. No matter who else in United Democratic Party. Because UDP is not an individual. Hanata Taliban bante fenko. We have parliament. We have the executive member. Ninga lawyer dabo soro. Dabo bante banko sambanola. We need MPs. We need executive members. We need executives. Not one individual. Any success, any president success, yaje duna molle ba koma competent people. Not an individual. Tonya individual is very important. But the people surrounding that individual is one of the most important things. Nitata Burkina Faso, niaje mobe wafula, Ibrahim, yes, he is the head. But do you know the people who is doing that engineering work? Do you know the ministries? The ministers who are helping him? These are the most important things. Niaje talibebe fola, I cancel lesoto. Men yalon ko ba baka. Walk more kilo buka keno. Anu hani baba na fana nata, the same thing. Ni yangs nata, the same thing. Kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay molle sota bala. Abu Bakr Siddiq, Umar bin Khattab, Usman bin Affan, men yalo ko they are righteous peoples. Ebe men no maya achieve. So do not look at the individual interest more than the an institution. But in African Union, dolphon bejenga may kalafil roka just at a mall attract, kamol attention, kamol distract. Because ikedele jeki wate ha modol fon beje ebe man lafi talibela. To love talbe is it by force? Not by force. We love Talbe because of his in UDP. We love him because of the kind of the good job he is doing and his honesty. But do not sacrifice our political party because of that. We believe in Ba Hussein, we believe in him because of our attitude. I lo menke party. Abe kukendo menkeka. Wala atina mul believe that. But ni distractoli be fenge ni be chita Facebook ibadata malebe munekela yenadro ha mol fon be jene ma lifestyle bela ha mol fon be jene be dabole jamfa kwoto ebe campol create le fanyi ila wo camp creation not because of UDP ebe wo campol create can not because of after coming those people they don't even care about Adam Barrow. They it'll care the men na whom did we have connection when that individual is in the office? Puntel be do ko sur la nyam. Itel katale la do ko le kankala yaka mol be la balu kendo la ko banza kunda kendo ka soto mol bo kankala yaka. Atel kanal be mol distract la. Talbe de be jana, baba jana, yangsi jana. Ngo. These people and yalo même fam fonita je. Ibe la kunda yalla yangs bukani adabu la je. Ibe la kunda yalla talbe bukade. Ibe kokol ko musubulare woni. Ale to mol distract la 2020 election 26 election is near. 20 nko. Gambia la history kono. We always have only young people as presidents. And they always betray us. I didn't see that Talbe will mafoko Talbe be mol betray. Mafoko yangs be mol betray. Come kanyi memfoten, come moment belor ha alinga change ke. Gambia never have an old president. But at the end yamune Kenya. Jawla bena, if I'm not mistaken, he was 40 years. Dindi uno. Ya jambe 29 years. Betrayed Gambians. Adam Barrow bena abe 52 years. Ama CEO fangolo. Askeno fangi abenala wotuma siata 52 years old. Ama siolo. Akalafo molate wuluta ako nyade for February lamba. Alambaro ma siolo. You can understand. So until nita men nabi wala unity. Mol be unity ko to itel kata Facebook social media be mol distract la. Because I even expect some of these people can be an agent within the UDP. Because if you care your political party and the country beron kanyame, itela concern should not be an individual who will be a president. Albafula mole kar kototale badabo kototale kar ketatina kototale. Fine. But until feofenga kebale soto naswokono. You don't just go to your father or your compound leader and tell the leader, you are old, you should step away. No. Everything must be, we must do it accordingly, with respect. You can understand. Katun alifau alifai kanda file ko nga korda mello nimbota ja kanate. Ibe diun le bula laje diun ben yalo ko sama ibe continue le legacy. Andun tel ngalo ne ko baba fanan ala bis moment wala mo ko United Demo lawyer usenda wo manyin do aka ko natete je fenko be party fa wo man kala wistide. And none of the UDP founders today many, because Nyaju be UDP founders, Baba is the few people, many they are still surviving. So every institution, they need young people. But the young people also should have respect. Those who are many aloko wala mwila leader. Pour ça, man, nitel fanan kita leader te men be kome CG. But many be tenyata you able disrespect in a manner that kada openly to disrespect them, kaje ko hide, let them stay. No, we want even the cordal ko numfa manyo nimba fulale do ko katala nge sending ave ba if ane kata ko membe Kenya nyi membe Kenya yake tene yake yakata la sign telephone left if ane da hado ko la sai ndel be every compound leader wo ka kontanle. And wala kina ngavo UDP ni alay ku bale ke United Democratic Party ngaje ko Adam Barrow sita la ko na bota party nyim kono na te dita ala party obe fadal, and that is the only reason abeta kan tatamla me yalo ko wala ba dun la biggest problem o kono, because abo party mem protect sama na ta da exile wo party ta na tin dinola bale because ama mole je NPP kono mem barakata ama mole je NPP kono men sobe yata ama moje NPP kono because I alone NPP many asolda Adam Barrow fale ama otole wala alkanata komen ka bota man kaman kundale de is a small hamlet, but there is still sense in his brain. Wala tina yalo ne ko men be babala criminal lo fake mafias wala asoran wala kina kuna ajita la party be falal anu Gambia di unufana be kono munati na be nyati lim party la ka foko kar nyil nyim party kar doy be jele bu ka fa nyanta nyine natin la diakuya kar atodum party ko to be ka foko kar nyanta nyine natin la diakuya bari kanay ka fo UDP nyanta yangsle nat la diakuya a UDP nyanta Taliban nat la diakuya hay nyanta rohi mali dol ko landin sane. These are great nyimmu ala ten toilet katun korda tio e man fa folo mol kallo e ka fo he la nyin dinkar nyi e la nyin dinkar nyine be ketala nyine be labane nyine be la silota la aka alpha kontan de. So what United Democratic Party kono ni mol ke bulo chodi mol fon kata jenni melte party kili ke bulo chodi e kare ko e candidate competency son o mun tele ala ten tolte party jomale ya soto jam GDC ko nal kamule ka fo ko akare anyanta nyine tala ateye parti ko te joma doy mbenga moy janne ongul sidia ko naatu ni tel alma moje me ya nyafa me alon ka be o place bula lay wulli kake dibité oti so woto ni mol ke bulo jodin tele kare you know alfa kan la file nimbe sire nakore wolen ke yamar ibe mi nyanda menkela na do ko me ngasta ni ba ke kan nge yamaral you know because munamu unity le ka ko beke any way of respect mbe ko sambalanya but ite beta Facebook talibo of presidency, that's your democratic right. I personally ndenga ajele ko ma foko problem la that o mari tena opinion mode but mantaro wato nyin kono te me yalo kabe division on atin Yang is our presidential candidate. These are the people many yalo ko they care less about the sufferings of the Gambians. All they care the individual love me ya soto na wote kala betinya ni wote no woto wolam Adam Barrow continue auju billahi min jalika ndem wo sifa. I don't have that belief because ntol adamaduni molle tata ja great leaders. So marfuti woli a jamali ikafo nyuna kan khalifa nyul you know ile itata bari ye komo le tuje and momo bukala finim fata road life woto komo ni ka prepare bile janni be fala kado saya na date kay buka fono ko batu ani ala batu follow de wala ya fo saya mala ko batu follow lafta fende la fongo complete no. So we have to prepare. So alingang hakilot ni mel yalon ko ye jeg le benay ba fala mola yalo mol beje man lafi dabula mol beje man lafi talibe mol beje men ma yangs like you don't force people to like human beings mo be me like no sometimes kat diwni fon wulu diwni fon dol be ko ne me like so ando ni nyato ko mol me natinde pour mol ye like ye natinde la pour ye do ko. So what is the problem with that? Kariman kari like alimu je kuma lalbe mol batanda dia mola social media e bena be lañu safere jambal kela ka fen ko keje ngo. There is no winnable candidate, there is no losing candidate. Election is about lose and win or lose. Ika understand America ida election la dole lose ta do gagneta Germany election o gina do election someone must win, someone must lose. For me, this is my belief. It left to the Gambian to decide. Ninna candidate or UDP momota ba Hussein Lamba, Yang Lamba, Talbe Bensouda Lamba. I'm with that person 100%. I don't care. But it's only UDP command bewole normal, not an individual. Ni UDP kunga karleta banda. Na dia tete mari me ta fota ila hajola. Ndenga love men so te ngasade because of party le muda. Ni boda pati nyim kono abandane na ni ma nyolo ko tekede melo e mallong nga nyolo Gambia di yalla nimbenda hello tele mo ma UDP abanda by United Democratic Party. That's what I trust. I don't trust an individual. So ni mul ba vola kare ni meta walla imanda bota walla man karta but patio executive for many yalon ko ben tola yalla wala fe ofenta. That's what I'm going to follow. Finish. Nim win tanga win nim boy tan ni be boy prok ngana wuli ko tek nga try dunia ni mu wallet. We keep trying but kafoko individual most no, I don't have that belief. Dunia ni mu wallet. So Mr. Konde konate ngal be kondo you know mbafulal be saluto foni waro kono al funtale no ni yut solye al manyan ne bulala je fanye Gambia funding ko al fundi ale lo ni yut solye billahi wallahi tallahi. It's a big disappointment to let these people down because ni lotale be kelo ke kan Gambia le. So we should not abandon them. Police lani intimidation tactic, we should not let it to you know intimidate. Alin kana son telle siatet publicly siatet. So ngal be kondo na broda ba mamas nge kondo na seko na usazo atemu yalo telle mun na kewal dina advice al mama Sirin Tuba nge kondo ga na koto kele jatolo mu yitelti. So mbal be salamu la you know mba fulal be ko good you know good night from my end for what kote.